Chris Jordan, that's a terrific win from 52 for 4. You must be delighted.
Yeah, I'm very proud of the boys tonight. I thought that the way George and Salty played, those were very, very, very mature innings, and those were big innings. I think it's actually quite exciting for the team in the sense that we have so much firepower in the team, and we almost looked as though we lost the game in the power play. But I think the way they stayed positive, I don't think it was reckless at all, but they just stayed positive, kept hitting gaps, kept putting away the bad balls, and kept putting the bowlers back under pressure, which is what we asked for all the time. But it was a great win, and I'm proud of the guys tonight. Also, I thought with the ball, probably could have been a little bit tidier, probably a little bit rusty there at the start and what's not, but I think they did play some good shots and play well. But I thought the way that young Archie Lennon bowled on debut to show the courage, and I just wanted to keep backing him really, and so that obviously he can take in this atmosphere and take on the occasion. And I thought he bowled really well, and I hope it bodes well for him for the future.
He didn't seem to have any nerves, Chris.
Nah, not at all. I think in the first couple of overs, he was sort of really taking it in and looking around, and actually, it actually put a real smile on my face, because sometimes you put so much pressure on yourself, especially as maybe a young player and stuff, and you're making your debut and nerves are going on. But it really looked like he took a moment for himself to take in the moment and take in the atmosphere, and then once I got him in the game, he was all over it, and he bowled really well, and I'm proud of him.
His third over went for a few, but then you had the courage to bring him back, Chris. Was that always in your mind to do that?
At first, I mean, I was only going like with a couple of overs at a time and seeing how they unfold, because I knew that once we got another wicket, that's how we could sort of stop the flow of runs and stuff. Obviously, in that moment, I decided to go with Archie, because he's a wicket taker for me. And whilst others might see it as a gamble, I just saw it as, because I've been watching him bowl, and I really wanted to get him back in the game, and for that not to be his last memory, his third over especially, and to show him that, look, you can get back in the game, and you're actually bowling at a very good player who got you for a couple of sixes, and that can happen in this format. And thought the way he bowled that last over under real pressure in a real crucial time in the death overs was really pleasing to see.
How exciting has it been, Chris, coming back to the club? Because you've been away at the IPL and playing a lot of international cricket. You know, Sussex is changing, you know, that they're bringing a lot of younger players who are getting their first taste. What's it like to be a group of such young cricketers?
Yeah, it's always exciting. I mean, I remember I started at 17. I came into a dressing room with a lot of big players. Mark Butcher, Mark Ramprakash, Harbhajan Singh, Saklim Mushtaq, like, the list goes on, you know. And it's great for these young guys. I mean, I think they grow up on T20 cricket a lot more, especially, and they're not afraid of the occasion at all, as you can see with Archie. I was actually really proud of young Henry Crocombe as well on debut. I thought he executed really well, but again he was bowling at a couple of good players and to a very short boundary. But I thought he executed really well. Tried to get him back in the game, but it didn't work out. But I thought he executed that second over really well. He just obviously was bowling at a couple of good players on top of their game, and they got him. But again, I want to give him another opportunity, and hopefully he can kick on as well. But yeah, it's great to see all these young guys coming up with so much confidence and really taking in the moment and putting in, not just participating, but putting in like match-winning performances for the team.
Just a word about Salty. He's had a difficult time. He's been out with his broken foot, but he's come back and he's in and around the England team. I guess he can't do a lot more than score runs, Chris.
He really can. Salty's a top player, and I think today is actually, I really enjoyed that innings from him. He mixed his aggression with some good smartness as well, and it was a real mature innings in what was a very difficult time for us, being 50-something for 4. It'd have been very easy for him to go back into his shell, but he kept playing his shots, he kept hitting the gaps, and him and George put on an awesome partnership and just set up the game for us. And it's just a shame that both of them couldn't have walked off having won the game, but the way they batted and kept putting pressure back on the bowlers. Just extremely proud of them. And it was 2 very mature innings, and hopefully they can show some consistency by producing those type of performances on a more regular basis.
Skipper tonight, Chris. How much did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was a bit different. It was good fun though. I'm very, very fortunate that actually I was able to captain what is quite an experienced side. We had obviously a couple of inexperienced guys, but the majority of the team was quite experienced, so they know exactly what they're doing. So I just sort of left them to do what they needed, and if they needed me, I was always close by. I think our planning was good going into the game, so we knew what to expect from conditions to personnel, and I thought we got a majority of our plans spot on, and we executed pretty well. Just think there was a little bit of rustiness there from all of us with the ball, including myself, but I think the way we dragged it back and finished as strong as we did to probably restrict them to maybe just under par total on what was a very good wicket. We did really well. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it tonight. First one as captain, first win. Hopefully many more, but actually hopefully Royty gets better quickly, because adding Royty to our squad and our batting lineup it will only strengthen us. So hopefully he comes back quickly, but in the meantime I'm happy to take up the mantle until he's back.
Final question, quick turnaround. Hampshire tomorrow. What's the plan now? Back on the coach and.
Yeah, the plan is recover. We can't get too high. We also can't get too low. We should take confidence from that win, because we are a good side. But know that we still have a couple of things to tidy up on going into what is a very, very big game tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward to it. But recover, and come hard again tomorrow.